apocalypse.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Geekified. I'm your geeky expert, Daftari, and hello again. If you had missed the Apple Keynote of October 27, don't worry. I'll tell you everything that you need to know. So let's get right into it. They started by showing off their skills in their software making. They said that iOS 10 was way successful than the Android Nougat 7.0, and this pie chart shows that 60% of the iOS users use iOS 10, whereas compared to only 1% of Android users who use the Nougat. Then they had good news for all the iPhone 7 Plus users, as they had released their iOS 10.1 update, which brought the portrait mode to the camera, which is the depth in field effect or the bokeh effect, which blurs the background and the object looks pretty amazing. Then they moved on to Apple TV, and this image shows that while viewing a live event, we could access the social media, here Twitter, and the person can post or reply with GIFs and also participate in polls, which was pretty awesome. Then they had much more for the Apple TV users, as they had released their TV app, which will be released by late November. So the new TV app comes with a cool new feature which is called Up Next, which adapts to the movies or the TV shows we see. For example, if I am seeing the Big Bang Theory and stop at a point, then the Up Next column would be updated and the Big Bang Theory would be in the top. And the app syncs with all the iOS devices, and so if I have an iPhone and open the TV app, I can see Big Bang Theory from the point which I had stopped. So that's pretty awesome, and many viewers will like it. So after all this stuff, they came to the main part of the event and showed all of the audience this MacBook Pro trailer. Enjoy! All the Apple fanboys loved the sneak peek, and this was the reaction. Then Apple made all of the attendants aware of the new display in their new MacBook Pro. It was 67% more brighter, with 67% higher contrast ratio than the older MacBook Pro, and with 25% more color gamut, which made this display amazing. At Apple, they don't compete with others, rather they compete with themselves. So here in the image you can see that they have compared their newer MacBook Pro with the older one, and this is the 13-inch MacBook Pro, and the older one has 18mm of thickness and the newer one has 14.9mm. And their older MacBook Pro 15 has 18.0mm thickness, and the newer MacBook Pro has 14.9mm of thickness. So the Apple MacBook Pro has 2 times the larger Force Touch trackpad, so huge hands can fit in it and you can use more gestures easily. And yeah, it also has the second generation butterfly mechanism. So now let's open up the MacBook and see what are the internal changes they made. The 15-inch MacBook Pro has an Intel Core i7 processor that is quad-core and with 2133 MHz memory. It has better graphics. It has up to 4 GB of RAM and it is up to 2.3 times faster than the older MacBook Pro. It has a super fast SSD which is up to 2 terabytes of memory and which achieves a speed up to 3.1 gigabytes per second, which is 50% more faster than the older MacBook Pro. It has an all-new speaker design which offers 2 times the dynamic range. Here they have compared the older MacBook with the new 15-inch MacBook Pro and they say that it has improved 130% in 3D graphics, by 60% in gaming, and by 57% in video editing performance. The new 13-inch MacBook Pro has an Intel Core i5 processor which you can upgrade to i7, which is a dual-core processor up to 2133 MHz memory. It has Intel Iris graphics which are up to 2 times faster when compared to older MacBook Pro. It has a super fast SSD which goes up to 3.1 gigabytes per second and it is also up to 2 times faster when compared to the older MacBook Pro 13-inch. HDMI gone, MagSafe gone, SD card slot gone. Who needs ports? Instead, they replaced it by 4 USB-C type Thunderbolt 3 ports. And all the ports work as power ports, Thunderbolt, USB, HDMI, DisplayPort and VGA. So if you wanna charge your MacBook, connect the charger to any of the ports you want and that's good. And yeah, did you spot it? It has a 3.5mm headphone jack and it hasn't been taken away from you. The new MacBook is totally eco-friendly and safe. Hold your breath, guys. Now comes the most awaited part of the whole keynote. They announced the revolutionary touch bar which replaces the function keys which were 45 years old. Now that's an innovation, right? Wait guys, listen. Take a look at these cool new features which the new MacBook Pro has and this might cool you down. Take a chill pill. And yeah, you can get back those old function keys by pressing the function button which is in the bottom left corner of your keyboard. It has the revolutionary Touch ID sensor which can be used to unlock the Mac, pay from the Mac and also works as the power button. It is the second generation Touch ID sensor with sapphire crystal and it is powered by the new Apple T1 chip, so it is definitely faster. The new MacBook is all about its touch bar, so don't miss this sneak peek.
Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it.
Now they started comparing their new MacBook Pro with their MacBook Air, and the MacBook Pro was surprisingly thinner than the MacBook Air, and it had less volume than it and also had the same weight, 3 pounds. They are selling 3 MacBooks in which the first 2 are 13-inch models and in them the first one lacks touch bar and touch ID but has all the features like display and less weight and it's more slimmer. The other 2 MacBooks are 13-inch and 15-inch respectively and both of them have touch bar and touch ID and they are available in silver and space gray. So here are all the models with its specs. So here are all the price variants. You can still buy the 12-inch MacBook Pro, which weighs 2 pounds and costs $1399. So here are its shipping details, and before going, watch this video.
The new MacBook Pro combines the fundamental qualities of an ultra-portable device with uncompromising performance. With our new design, the product's overall volume has been reduced dramatically. This results in an extremely purposeful and powerful creative tool. It has the best Retina display we've ever put in a notebook. A precisely designed LED spectrum projects through a metal oxide backplane. This yields a remarkably bright, high-contrast picture with a wider color gamut. The larger Force Touch trackpad now provides an expansive area for a whole range of gestures. We've continued to refine our keyboard design to be more accurate and efficient. Dome switches beneath each key have been optimized for a more responsive feel. We're introducing a new way to interact with your notebook. A multi-touch bar provides a more intuitive, more immediate connection to your content. Commands that were once hidden are now visible, easily accessible, and also customizable. In each application, the most relevant controls are displayed dynamically, allowing you to work with greater efficiency. This is also the first Mac with Touch ID. This seamless integration of hardware and software is truly unique to Apple. The speakers have also been completely redesigned to maximize air displacement and project high-fidelity, room-filling sound. At its core, pro-level processors integrated with high-speed system memory and storage technologies make everything you do faster and more responsive. In a notebook this powerful, thermal management is critical. Thinner, variably spaced fan blades propel air quietly through a nearly solid structure. The new MacBook Pro achieves a design that optimizes both performance and portability. It marks a milestone in the evolution of the Mac.
Smash that like button, guys. Comment if you have any query. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. So if you guys liked my video, please see some of my previous videos and smash my face and smash that subscribe button and take off all your frustration on me.